So we are back again. Now we continue the second video of DNS, and actually will be a journey for DNS videos. Maybe we have more of videos for DNS because it will be a long journey and you need to explain all scenario. Maybe you will face it in your real times. Now our solutions, our first one of our design, we have on-premise. And we have more branch, but now we have one on-premise, and we build recommendation one for our design. We have a hub and spoke, so we have a hub and we have one spoke. Firstly, we have two DNS in on-premise, and we have two DNS we build in hub, and we have load balance between each others. And let's continue together to explain the first design, and patient with me. We have a more and for design, and maybe you will face it of course in your real scenario. We are still in hybrid DNS architecture. As you see in the screen, we have on-premise, we have a hub, we have an spoke. So here in on-premise, if we back in on-premise, as we mentioned, we have on customer domain. We name it as contoso.internal. Okay, then we have a conditional forwarder for the main customer domain for contoso.internal. This conditional forwarder, we have a condition forward, as we mentioned, to send the traffic to infrastructure as a service with DNS. So we build the two servers here. We have a load balance, and this conditional forwarder sends the traffic from on-premise to a hub for two servers using the Contoso.Azure. So the Contoso.Azure is here in hub, and we have Contoso.Internal in on-premise. If we jump it in hub area, so we have own customer internal domain also, as we mentioned, is Contoso.Azure. And we have also conditional forwarder to main customer domain Contoso.Internal. We have a default forwarder. We have a default forwarder here for anything else that is pointing to Azure Magic IP address. As you see here on the screen, we have a hub VNet here, and we have a load balance and DNS server. So we have two servers here, 10.2221.2.5, and it's the same but 6. And the load balance, it will be 10.2221.2.4. So 4, 5, 6. So the load balance is considered as a DNS server for both of servers. So Azure VNet Hub. Azure VNet Hub are configured to send DNS query to 10.2221.2.4. We'll send it for a load balance, which is IP address of the internal load balance of the Azure DNS server. We are completely explain the hybrid DNS architectures. If let's go with the first design, we can see for on-premise the Contoso internal resolutions from a spoke here. Let's see in the screen here, it will be a straightforward example, because spoke one here, for spoke one here, it sent the query to DNS load balance in the hub as defined DNS setting of spoke dash VNet. So will be spoke one here. Maybe you have spoke two or spoke three as your design or architectures. But if you have one spoke here, the spoke one will send the query to DNS load balance here, as you see. Then we'll send the query DNS load balance in hub. To define in DNS setting of spoke one. Then we have a DNS VM sended the request. We have DNS VM sended the request to the on-premise load balance, because the conditional forwarder configuration on-premise DNS authoritative on the domain and return it to associate record.